This is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Wisdom Podcast, where business owners making mid-five figures or more share their wisdom. It's 6 questions in 9 minutes because transforming possibility leads to reality. So let's get to it. Question number 1. In a few sentences, tell me who you are and what you do.
Absolutely. Yeah, my name is Cody Winn, and in short, I do digital marketing. So companies will outsource their advertisement to me that I run on Facebook, Google, YouTube, Instagram, or SEO.
Love it. Straight and to the point. I couldn't love that anymore. Question number 2. What's the best thing about being in business?
Best thing about being in business is, honestly, the freedom from myself, as well as being able to free other people and give them this amount of time that they want to spend with their families and be able to scale their businesses and really make an impact in the lives of the people that they love and care about. Really means the world to me for them.
I love it. I love it. Question number 3. We hear from other business owners that are getting so much business that the chaos is causing overwhelm. Tell me your thoughts on that, Cody.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that overwhelm is it's a good problem to have, I believe. But with that being said, I think that, when you start to feel that overwhelm, that's when it's time to start either hiring in-house or start outsourcing out of the house, so that you can kind of relieve yourself, because if you're stressed out and you're not able to perform to your maximum capacity, then you're hurting the whole business at large.
Indeed, it can be a good problem, but it also brings with it its own problems, does it?
Yeah, right.
I love it. Question number 4, what other successful business owners like yourself, Cody, successful business owners, should be on the Unlimited Wisdom Podcast?
Yeah, great question. I've got quite a few friends in my circle that do the same digital marketing stuff as I'm doing. And I mean, everything from I just actually got off the phone earlier this morning with a man who is on the board at Google, and he's shedding some great wisdom on some things in regards to marketing. He specifically works on the AdWords side of it, as well as people more specifically that are marketing agencies owners, like my good buddy Jamil. Those people would be perfect if they would be willing to do so and have the time.
Love it. Love it. Question number 5. Let's get to the crux of it.
Yeah.
What piece of wisdom, Cody, would you share with other business owners?
Yeah, absolutely. There's one big takeaway that I have. It's find out what is going on in your business. And there's something that we can all do that we can fill a gap in or change to be able to grow and scale to really the next level that we're looking to get at. And I think that having that consulting, I mean, you're going to have to spend money, and it's going to be something you got to do in faith. I get that. But you're going to have to spend money on yourself, to whether it's to find out what the issue is or to hire somebody to help resolve the issue that you already know is there. It's going to be so crucial in you getting to the next point, especially when we're at that 5-figure mark or whatever. It's really hard to say that now is the time I'm going to spend a little more money. But if you don't do it now, the likelihood of you ever doing it is going to be unlikely. And then you're going to get to the point where your business is starving, to the point where you're just going to want to give up at that point, rather than actually be able to grow and scale. So for me, when I was at that point, when I was at that 5-figure mark, I was kind of wrestling, and I wasn't sure exactly what direction to go. And then I kind of stepped back for a sec. I wrote down everything that I did in my business. And when I wrote it out, it really helped me. So that's another little tip for you. But after I wrote it out, I looked at it and I said, everything is going incredibly in my business. Fulfillment's great. I'm getting leads for myself, no problem. I mean, I'm a digital marketing agency. I should be good at that. But the thing that's the huge gap for me, it was closers. I knew that I wasn't the best closer out there, and I knew that there were some really good closers out there. So when I got other closers into my process and got to automate more things, it freed me up to be more of an entrepreneur and more of a CEO and less of a solopreneur that was trying to struggle my way through success. So once I did that and I filled the gap and humbled myself and said, I suck at closing, but this guy doesn't, it really transformed really everything in my business in regards to scaling to that 6-figure and beyond mark.
I couldn't love that more. You shared a lot of wisdom in there. I hear about automation, about being a CEO, about reciprocity, about being, reaching out and getting help and investing.
Yeah.
What that really is. I mean, that's just a tremendous amount of wisdom.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely love that, and I appreciate you sharing it. Let's
Absolutely.
get to question number 6. What's the most fun vacation you ever had, Cody?
I think the most fun vacation I ever had, it was a mission trip, but I consider it a vacation because I love what I did there. But I went to Cusco, Peru, and we got to go to Machu Picchu while we were there, which is one of the 7 wonders of the world. But outside of that, we got to go to some really, really remote villages, and we got to really make a big impact on people's lives, which was transforming for them and probably honestly more transforming for us. So everything in that was a dream come true, to see a different culture that was just not like America and whatnot. The only downside of the whole thing is I got E. coli on my second to last day, so that wasn't the most fun of things.
No.
Yeah.
They didn't tell you don't drink the water?
No. No, and the food, they didn't keep the food very safe. So I was eating a guinea pig one of the days there, and was an unwise decision.
Oh, wow. So, I love these stories. We get such great stories. That is amazing. Machu Picchu is actually on my bucket list as well.
Oh, nice.
So I'm fairly well traveled. I really enjoy it, but that's awesome, man. I am excited for you. It sounds exciting.
Yeah, thank you.
So with about a minute left, is there any other, do you have another little nugget you'd like to share? Do you have a question for me? Anything, just, you've got a minute to go.
Yeah, sure. So for the last minute, the only other thing I can say is, when you're at the 5-figure mark, there's a lot of wrestling, and a lot of people tend to, at this point, if they're not seeing the kind of fruit that they're wanting to from their business, they often want to give up or quit. And my only encouragement is, you always hear all these stories of X, Y, like all these different people, they made, $2 million their first year. And I'm not saying that kind of thing can't happen, but the biggest companies you see in the world, by and large, they took years, if not a decade plus, to get to the point that they're at today. So don't be discouraged by somebody else's numbers. Make sure you set goals for yourself and you meet those goals that you set for yourself. Don't compare yourself to the Alex Beckers and the Tai Lopez's and whoever. Get goals, meet those goals, and work hard towards those, and don't give up just because everything didn't go well in the first year or two.
I love it. I love everything you said. I couldn't love it more. There's not a day that goes by that I don't talk about infrastructure, structure, that kind of thing. I mean, it's just so huge. So I appreciate you being on, Cody, and your time. What's the website, or how can people get in touch with you that want to reach out to you?
Yeah, absolutely. I would like to personally actually talk to anybody. So if you want to talk to me, you can email me and my team. My email is cody@marketmodern.biz, B-I-Z. And you can get a hold of me there, and I'd love to chat with every one of you.
This is Brad A. Milford with the Unlimited Wisdom Podcast, where business owners making mid 5 figures or more share their wisdom globally. Thanks for joining us.